Renowned Genge rapper Nonini is currently facing criticism on X by Kenyans on X after suing one of the influencers on X. So it all started when this guy going by the name Saddam made a statement on X saying that there is a man who exists somewhere in New York who happens to be a rapper but also a scammer. He went on to state that the name of this man was Nonini, asking the president of America, Donald Trump, to make America great again by returning this man supposedly back to Kenya. Nonini responded swiftly to this statement, not just with a tweet, but with a tweet accompanied with a demand letter from his lawyers. And this is what has actually sparked the criticism. Now stick with me because this story gets even deeper. Now in the demand letter, Nonini goes ahead to claim that one, statement by Saddam, the influencer goes by the name Saddam. So statement by Saddam implies that he lives in New York and also implies that he is a scammer. He goes ahead to say he doesn't really know this guy Saddam, but in the last 2 years he has noticed that Saddam makes certain attacks on him on social media. The demand letter further claimed that the statement by Saddam had reached the family and clients and associates of Nonini and have caused mental anguish upon Nonini. It further demanded that the influencer Saddam, first of all, takes down all the posts he has made against Nonini, and second of all, he makes an apology to Nonini within 24 hours. The rapper Nonini was busy launching this demand letter on the influencer Saddam. KOX was busy cooking him. In fact, the lawyers on KOX have dismissed his case as a petty case and as a failed case because of various reasons. One of those reasons being Saddam didn't use his real name. He used the nickname Nonini, which makes the case not have that much weight. On the other hand, Nonini isn't the only one called Nonini. I'm pretty sure there's somebody else called Nonini. So this is another claim by lawyers on X. And the other thing is Nonini allegedly doesn't live in New York. So this means it may not be him. It could be another person. So based on this, people on X believe that this is a failed case. On top of this, people were roasting Nonini, saying that he's gone from an artist to now a person who depends on court cases to survive. You're living off money from lawsuits. Others went on to call him stupid and puny, but you may be asking yourself why. This man just innocently sent a demand letter to a person he felt had made some remarks about him that didn't sit well with him. So what's really the big deal? Why did people on X react in this manner? Well, it seems Nonini has a tendency for court cases. I want us to go back to the tweet that he made replying to Saddam, and I'll read it saying, "Oh yeah, this is my first time ever interacting with you on this platform. I don't know you and we have never met. I wonder why you would call me a scammer. Well, if you have any evidence of it, kindly do share how I scammed you. Otherwise, I think you have been served by my legal team. Siku njema. Let's dance." So focus on the last statement. He says, "Siku njema, let's dance," almost as if he's excited about it. Well, it seems while Egonga may be obsessed with married women, Nonini is obsessed with court cases, because sometime back, here's a reply he made to Dr. Ezekiel Mutua. I believe this was last year. Dr. Ezekiel Mutua had made some allegations about him embezzling some funds when he was a director of Mupake and Prisk. Now, Nonini responds, and I want us to focus a bit on his response. He says, "It's been 24 hours and you still haven't pulled down this post of insults and lies or apologized. Well, let's take it up another notch." Focusing on the last statement once again, it's almost as if he's excited about this. Could it be that there is an explanation for this? Kenyans on X believe it has something to do with Mutinda. So who is Mutinda, I hear you asking? In 2022, this man, Brian Mutinda, who also happens to be an influencer on X, made an ad for an electronics company. In the ad, he happened to use Nonini's song Wekamu. Nonini later on came across the video and said it was okay, but the issue is they hadn't asked for his permission. So he ran to the court saying that it was copyright infringement. And 2 years later, he was awarded 4 million shillings. The court had initially said that he was to be awarded 1 million shillings. However, Brian Mutinda and the electronics company failed to show up to defend themselves in court, and that's how Nonini ended up getting 4 million shillings out of this case. But since then, Nonini has been one with a tendency to threaten people with a court case every now and then. When Ezekiel Mutua made those allegations, he was very swift to do the same. And now, with just small remarks from a person on X, he has responded with a lawsuit. The words of Kenyans on X, Nonini may be using these lawsuits as a source of livelihood since his music career has failed. Now, these are not my words, these are the words of people on X, who further claim that Nonini seems to be serving more demand letters than he has monthly Spotify listeners. So now that you have the whole picture, what do you think? Is Nonini overdoing with the lawsuits? Did Saddam really deserve that demand letter? Or Nonini would have easily brushed it off as just a person making their remarks on X? Or is he doing the right thing by sending this man a demand letter and demanding an apology? Let me know your views on this in the comment section. I've been your girl, Relongari. Always keep it here on BNN for more updates.